Central only goes with about 6 or 7 players. Indiana will play 9 or 10.
Crate to the basket, easy two, terrific start for the Hoosiers.
It's important to get in that opening tap, and then you've got a play set up. 1-2 passes, you can get a layup. That's exactly what Indiana did.
Glasker running the point. Junior from Newport News, Virginia. A lot of great talented athletes have come out of that part of the country. The runner in the paint is good. Chaston with the left hand. Game tied at 2, opening minute of play.
Both teams open in the zone.
Jump shot is good. Christian Watford averaging 12.5 points per game and a little more than 6 rebounds. Another one of these very talented freshmen playing for Tom Crean.
Indiana switched their defense up already. It was zone the first time. Now it's man-to-man.
Chaston guarded by Watford. Wilkerson cannot get the shot off. Shot clock under 10. Glasker will look to create.
Now they switch to a zone with 10 seconds left. Interesting defense by Indiana.
And Sims connects on the 3. Dwayne Sims shooting just 28% from beyond the arc, but he makes his 7th 3 of the season. And the Eagles lead 5-4. Eagles making their transition to Division I, just their 3rd year in Division I. They are still an independent, though they are going to join the MEAC conference next year. Baseline jumper is good. Good looking stroke there from Verdell Jones.
Verdell's working on that drive. Sometimes he'll take it all the way to the hoop, but he can pull up and hit the jumper as well.
Indiana in the 2nd game of 5 straight games here at home at Assembly Hall. Tough shot from Wilkerson, no good. And Jones tracks down the rebound for Indiana. Pass down court. Elston, reverse layup is good. First career start for Garrick Elston.
He's played so well coming off the bench for Indiana. Tom Crean decided to give him a start in tonight's ball game. Let the Butterflies go when you score that quickly.
Sims another 3, no. And Rivers with the rebound, averaging more than 5 rebounds per game from the guard position. Great pass to Maurice Creek. A beautiful bounce pass from Jeremiah Rivers. Indiana, would they have the early energy coming off exams, or maybe they'd be a little bit too relaxed, but they've showed great energy out of the gate.
They have, and I think you're right. We saw the shoot around today, and Coach Crean had them all up and down the floor, yelling, jumping around. A very energetic practice, and didn't want the team coming out flat, and that's not what he's seen at all. Now, North Carolina Central, I think, started very well also, hitting those 2 shots. They realized that zone. Here's our keys to the game for North Carolina Central. They got to watch the turnovers. Their last game, they had 29 turnovers in a game, and their shooting percentage. If they're going to shoot layups on the fast breaks, they're going to get good shooting percentage, but they're not as good a half-court offensive team. For Indiana, rebounding is a key. They've struggled against most teams in the rebounding area, and they've got to defend one-on-one. You've already seen a drive to the bucket by Nick Chaston, and Indiana's got to stop those one-on-one drives.
Indiana the man-to-man. They switch here. Watford on Wilkerson. Double in the post, and Granger on the baseline, a turnover. And they really struggled, Laz, with turnovers. Their last game, they turned it over 29 times in their loss against Florida Gulf Coast.
Well, that's good defense right there by Elston. Did not give the baseline up. It's so easy to allow your man to get through there, and that's where it's so much trouble. Indiana passing the ball well. Their 5 field goals came on 4 assists.
The lob a little behind, but the basket is good. Watford, and a chance for 3.
Another great pass by Jeremiah Rivers. That was a very long lob pass, but that play set up at the timeout. Let's watch now. He keeps his eye on Watford and tried to dunk it right with the pass, but smartly came down, got his balance, and then went back up.
Another assist on a field goal for the Hoosiers. That's 5 out of 6.
The defensive end is where Indiana needs to really work at. They give up 90 points to Kentucky, although that's a very explosive Kentucky team. You want to keep teams in the 70s.
Chaston an air ball. Creek wants to push, gives to Jones. Rivers wanted it in the post. He had a chance to post up. Little Michael Glasker. But they will reset in the half court. Deep three for Watford. That's off. And Glasker with the rebound. Eagles on the move. And Chaston travels with it.
I think that's the offense that North Carolina Central is looking for, but there's the turnover bug that's been hitting him. And here a second quick turnover.
Chased into the bench, replaced by Dami Sapara. Sapara, a freshman from Staten Island, New York. He's their energy guy off the bench. Watford goes baseline. Too strong off the board. Glasker with help from Wilkerson with the left hand is fouled, and we'll go to the free throw line. We will take a lead the Eagles 13-5. Take a look at the school bio for North Carolina Central. Laz, they're in Durham, North Carolina, home to some great basketball at Duke University, 8,500 students. Third season in Division I. They are still an independent, which I mentioned a little while ago, but they're joining the MEAC conference. And how about Sam Jones? That's a notable alumni.
Absolutely. Great star in the NBA for the Boston Celtics, but got his college playing days right here at North Carolina Central.
Wilkerson at the free throw line. He leads the team in points, assists, minutes, second in steals, third in rebounds. Junior college transfer, but they've relied on him to do a lot of things, averaging over 15 points per game. From Oxford, North Carolina, he's a local guy. Found him playing in a summer league, and Coach Moon recruited him. Been a nice addition. Almost a turnover. Rivers able to get away from Glasker. Pritchard on the inside, and he travels with it. Tom Pritchard into the game for the first time, sophomore from Westlake, Ohio.
It's a tough place to pick your dribble up. He was trying to get to the basket, but he got too far underneath near the baseline. Now you're worried about the 3-second call, and so you're trying to move around to get the pass out and cause the foul.
Almost a steal. Wilkerson from 18. Got it. Nice jumper there from C.J. Wilkerson. Jones out top.
Indiana's got to get the ball inside, right on the free throw line against this zone.
Creek, the triple, no. And Sims with the rebound. Eagles trail by 4, 5 minutes into the game. That three in and out for Wilkerson. Rivers already has 3 assists. He'll take it himself. No back. Oh, basket is. And a foul. I thought the way the ref came out there, he was going for the charge. He had me fooled.
You got to wait till the full call's made, Ari. Watch the play. Rivers down the middle, decides he's going to go all the way. And he got between the two defenders, and Ranger had to lean to his left, and that's why he got called for the block. Very emphatic call, though.
Yes.
You couldn't tell which way it was going until it actually got done.
He was coming out towards midcourt there. I wasn't sure what call we were getting, but Rivers converts the 3-point play. All 5 starters for Indiana have already scored. Sapara. Wilkerson the 3, and that's good. C.J. Wilkerson.
Great shooter from the outside. You saw Rivers fell down and tried to get some help from Indiana from Derek Elston, but Wilkerson still able to make the shot.
Turnover there by Jeremiah Rivers. He's looking for a shooter. Miscommunication. Well, Wilkerson's coming off his best game of his career. 26 points last time out. He's kept the hot shooting going. There's number 12 for the Eagles.
Indiana's been much better on their turnovers. They started the year very tough. About 20 turnovers a game. They only had 21 in the last 2 games. And that's the Pittsburgh and Kentucky game.
Yeah, and just 9 against Kentucky, a team that's very quick. That's going to play a lot of defense. Kentucky, so only 9 turnovers. Certainly an encouraging development for Coach Crean and the Hoosiers.
Well, another North Carolina Central turnover, their 3rd. And that's what Coach Mooten was concerned about, the number of turnovers. And this Indiana pressure defense has caused those 3.
Hey, Hoosier fans, now you can get free programming alerts on your mobile phone. Be the first to know when your favorite Indiana coaches and players will appear on the Big Ten Network. Just text IND to 20284 or log on to BigTenNetwork.com/alerts. 3 team fouls now against the Eagles, just 1 on the Hoosiers. Devin Dumas is into the game along with Jordan Hulls. Hulls a freshman from right here in Bloomington. 2009, Mr. Basketball in Indiana. And the Hoosiers turn it over.
Very patient on offense. They don't like to dribble a lot. This is a set play looking for the back door.
Well executed. They could not get the shot to drop. There's going to be a foul against Indiana.
Very nice offense. A good patience. They move that weave back and forth. And instead of faking coming back out, it was a backdoor cut by Wilkerson and got in the layup. Very good diagram on that play.
Wilkerson, he drills the 3. He's got 10 points, and we've only played a little more than 7 minutes. Eagles on a 10-3 run. And Jones loses it. Wilkerson with the steal. Chance for the Eagles to take the lead. Bounce for Glasker, and he is fouled. And Michael Glasker to the free throw line.
Turnovers can oftentimes lead to fast breaks. And that's the problem that Indiana saw. Now watch this 3 by Wilkerson. They switched to a zone defense the last time. Wilkerson snuck out to the corner. Indiana didn't get there quick enough, and he's able to make that shot.
Glasker, an excellent free throw shooter, 9 of 11 on the season. Too strong on the first one. See if he can tie the game at 16. Watford, Creek, and Rivers all come back into the game.
So this was the starting 5, and this group did a nice job to get the lead. But as Indiana made some substitutions, North Carolina Central comes right back.
One for 2. Game tied at 16. North Carolina Central has already played 1 Big Ten school this year. Played against Iowa. They lost that game 73-63, but they were very competitive. They were down 6 with 5 minutes to go.
It's a 1-3-1 zone. Really done a nice job. Indiana's not gotten the ball inside.
Elston stripped on the way up. Shot clock at 2. Holes 3. No. Watford works hard, can't get it. Creek's tap is good. Maurice Creek.
He may have just been trying to keep that alive, but he tipped it toward the basket. A good, smart play, and it went in.
Glasker's 3. No. Granger leans in against Watford, too strong, and Rivers with the rebound. Hoosiers on the move. Creek goes baseline. A foul again.
Great bounce pass here. He's found Creek and kept that ball nice and low. Here's the timing on the lob pass. He got that one to Watford. But you just can't be a passer. You got to be a threat offensively, or they'll just lay back on you. This time Rivers takes it all the way in, drives in, hits the layup. So that's what a good point guard can do. Dish to his teammates when they're open, but also be a scoring threat, so it's not just all passing.
Playing very well over his last 4 games, and they need his leadership. It's his first year playing for the Hoosiers. He set out last year as a transfer from Georgetown, but Laz, they need his veteran presence. Such a young team.
And the point guard is such a tough position to come right in your first year and take over, and he's done a wonderful job of that.
Holes, nice pass to the inside. Elston, basket and the foul.
14 points now in the paint for Indiana with that move by Elston. He is big and strong, and that's why he's in there. 6'9", 220. Watch him now as he gets the ball, looking for that contact. Tough shot straight on Banker, but when you're that close to the basket, that's a better shot to make because you know you're going to get bumped if you try to shoot just at the rim. Oftentimes that ball will go away. Toward the backboard, I think you get a better chance to make that shot go.
Elston's impressive, Laz, because he's pretty physically mature for just a freshman.
Very
you
strong.
can tell he's spent a lot of time in the weight room.
Look at the shoulders there, and he's energetic as well. You want to have a guy out there with some enthusiasm. That gets contagious.
Indiana leads by 5. Glasker will help them reset. Still 14 on the shot clock. And Pritchard getting into it a little bit with Dijon Mans. They have to be separated. Cooler heads prevail.
We can see what happened here. They're just fighting for position on the inside. And then some elbows started to go. The referee is right there. Even after the whistle, they started at it a little bit.
Pritchard seemed to get upset there. Not sure why he took exception to the contact. And Mans gets a little tutorial from head coach Mooten and heads back on the floor.
See, they're guarding each other again right now. So you want things to cool down and just play basketball.
Sapporo with the high screen.
Good help by Watford there till Holmes could recover.
Foul underneath. Fans do not like it here at Assembly Hall, and neither does that guy, head coach Tom Crean.
Real good defense by Indiana with the help out on Hull's man till he could get back, and then a missed shot, but a foul on the rebound. The pushing by Jordan Hulls is called.
Wilkerson in the paint. Tough shot is good. C.J. Wilkerson's got a dozen.
Yeah, he scores a lot of different ways. You've seen the outside shot there. He took that into the lane, and at 6'3", able to get to the rim and get it to go.
Creek wide open, the triple, count it. Maurice Creek shooting better than 43% from beyond the arc. Creek's got 9 points. Sapporo gets the basket.
See, that's defend one-on-one. That's a drive from well outside the lane all the way to the basket. No help inside by Indiana.
Watford gets the jumper from 16 feet. Glasker off the dribble. Creates his own shot. Glasker averages 9 points per game. Good strength there from Pritchard. Leaned in, created the contact, and got the easy two.
Jeremiah Rivers has done a wonderful job of finding that open man and getting the ball to him. This is a terrific half for him already.
5 assists for Jeremiah Rivers. Mans, elbow jumper is good. Dijon Mans, freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina. Rivers in traffic, hangs in the air. Pritchard with the left hand, it's good.
2 in a row for Big Tom. He's not afraid to battle inside, and he fights till he gets that rebound.
Pritchard's number is down a little bit, but a lot of that has to do with the better talent on the roster. He's not getting as many minutes because there's some real good freshmen on this Indiana team. Georgia beats Illinois 70-67. Good hands by Watford.
It's a good deflection. In fact, that's a statistic the Indiana bench keeps, is number of deflections in a game. And right now, Indiana's averaging just over 40 deflections. They didn't come off the ball that time, deflected out of bounds. But they feel the more deflections they can get, that's going to end up in turnovers and in steals. And it gets the players denying the pass, not with the idea just to deny, but to make the steal. And so it's an interesting stat that they keep per player, how many deflections you get in the course of the ball game.
At the last whistle, coming in for the first time, Brett Finkelmeyer, redshirt junior from Carmel, Indiana. The only guy who was with the program 2 years ago. He's a It's all new faces with the exception of Brett Finkelmeyer. One of the most storied programs in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, basically had to start from scratch. And Tom Crean has already put together a team that's far more competitive this year. Signature win against Pitt at Madison Square Garden 11 days ago. Wilkerson cannot get the runner. Long pass down court. Finkelmeyer able to save, but to the other team. Wilkerson a little hobbled at the other end of the floor. Sims' three is good. Lane Sims. Junior from Dayton, Ohio. He's got 2 threes already.
See, he's also new to this team. He's a college transfer, his first year. Saw him in the shoot-around. The coaches really felt he could be an important part of this team, even though he's just new. But man, shooting like that, you know he will be.
Remain Indiana basketball. Brilliant tradition here in Bloomington. He spent 1 year as the head coach at the University of Wisconsin. He was a 4-time All-American and son of the legendary coach Jerry Yeagley. And a lot of people in Bloomington around the state of Indiana are very excited about the hiring of Todd as the men's soccer coach.
So absolutely. Of course, he grew up here, played for his dad, and played professional soccer for several years. Decided to get into coaching, and now a coach right here in Bloomington.
From 17 feet, Jones cannot connect. Pritchard fighting for it, and Mans has the rebound for the Eagles. Glasker being hounded by Finkelmeyer. Mans elbow jumper as well. Sims gets the offensive rebound. Offensive rebounding really hurt Indiana against Kentucky. That's a different size team, different level of athlete. Coach Crean really emphasized they've got to do a better job on the defensive glass.
This week he worked on blocking out, and that was a miss. The 4 guys blocked out, and the 5th didn't, and that's exactly where the ball went. Easy rebound for North Carolina Central.
4 offensive rebounds thus far for the Eagles. Shot clock is at 5. Wilkerson trying to create a shot. Sims has got a launch. And that's an air ball. Shot clock violation. Great defense from IU. All season long, see the excitement of Big Ten Hoops online with BigTenNetwork.com's game streaming. So much good stuff on BigTenNetwork.com. A little less than 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. Indiana clinging to a 3-point lead. Foul against the Eagles. That's their 17th foul. For the 1-on-1 coming up for the Hoosiers.
Granger didn't like that call, just to cut through the middle by Verdell Jones. Granger called for the foul.
Finkelmeyer to the bench. Verdell Jones will go to the free throw line. Jones on the year, 61% from the free throw line. And in general, the team only at 65% last, but they're getting better. The free throw shooting has improved over the last few games.
It has. See, the last 5 games, the team's at 72-5.
On cue, of course, he misses as soon as we say that it's been improving.
The second time we've talked about free throw shooting, 1 for each team, and they both missed.
At least I've evened it up.
that's true.
Okay. I'll just keep it to myself until the free throws are over from now on. At least they're even. Dangerous pass, but Jones could not get the steal. Glasker in some trouble. Create his own shot and get it to go. Michael Glasker.
Well, he was in trouble, but then Indiana left him alone. And when Pritchard left to go toward the basket, that gave Glasker a lane to go right to the basket.
Glasker's got 5 points. Rivers spins, finds Jones, the 3, no. Creek almost had an offensive rebound, but could not handle it.
Watch Glasker now. He's going to get triple teamed right there. 1, 2, 3. That's actually Capobianco. He leaves, but that's the direct line to the basket. You can't leave in that line to help out. And Glasker able to get the shot.
Chance for the Eagles to take the lead.
Coach Newton told us before the game at the shoot-around that he liked the fast break, and his team wasn't as effective in the half-court game, but they sure have been effective tonight in the half-court game. Made some three-point shots. Glasker's been effective getting to the basket. Good job by Holes now to keep him outside there.
And they have not at all been intimidated by playing here at Assembly Hall. Wilkerson to take the lead. No. Watford up high for the rebound. Good outlet pass to Holes. Watford from 16. And Wilkerson did a nice job there throwing it off the Indiana players, so the Eagles will get the basketball. 4:45 to go in the first.
So he couldn't really see who was behind him. He just threw it hard, threw it low and hard. And it's very hard to catch. It went off both Indiana players. They're finally out of bounds.
Jaston, lefty's jumper, soft touch, and the Eagles lead 31-30. Hoosiers need to get the fans back into it here at Assembly Hall. Creek, and that's a turnover. Dockage will get you update on everything you need to know on the State Farm halftime report.
Well, Indiana got a good start in this ball game, got an early lead, but what a young team has to learn is start well, get the lead, and then don't turn that over. They only gave 9 turnovers in the Kentucky game, their lowest so far, but they've let North Carolina Central back in with some good shooting, but the rebounding has not been good at all. Now you started with 5 assists and no turnovers, and now they only have 9 assists and 6 turnovers, so the passing has really hurt them. And you saw that last pass go out of bounds, so Indiana again without a shot on that possession.
Wilkerson the 3, too strong. Granger with the rebound. Another offensive rebound for the Eagles. Content to take some time off the shot clock. Leading by 1 point. Coach Moon really had me fooled. He really talked about they couldn't score in the half court, but they have demonstrated otherwise. Sims cannot get the shot off. Shot clock under 5. And Glasker in some trouble and loses it. Dumas will bring it up for the Hoosiers. Holes back to Rivers.
Smart play, trying to drive the lane. Nothing's there, so you can always pass it back out to reset. Plenty of time on the clock.
Inside. Yeah, but gets the easy 2. Fans like that. Hoosiers back on top by 1.
I'll tell you, Tijon Job, Coach Green told us he was one of the most surprising players he'd seen come back. He'd improved quite a bit. He just caught the ball, took the shot up, no dribble needed.
And out Rivers with the rebound. Nice pass to Watford. Can't finish. Watford again. No. And Watford goes to the floor along with Granger.
Quick steps to the reverse layup. And he's off to the other end.
In tonight's Making the Grade presented by GMC Spotlight, Tijon Job, 3.04 GPA. He's a general studies major. He'll get it done on the court and in the classroom.
Seven foot, 250 pounds.
It's a big guy.
He is a big guy. Good trap right there on the sideline.
Mans. Offensive foul. That's 3 on Dijon Mans. Remember, this team is not a deep team.
Watch Tijon here. He keeps his distance. Now he's back into it. Holds his own. Looked like the feet got tangled up there more than anything. Job went down in the foul against North Carolina Central.
So Mans goes to the bench with those 3 personal fouls. Very small group on the floor right now for the Eagles. And an offensive foul on Job.
He stuck his left shoulder out there as Glasker came by. Glasker came by. Watch now, see how he sit? You know, he keeps moving and then he moves that left shoulder out there. That's an easy call to make.
Less than 2 minutes to go first half. Princeton finds Sims and he's tripped. That's team foul number 7. So Dwayne Sims will get a chance for the 1-1. Sims has a Big Ten connection in high school in Ohio, played against Raymar Morgan in the state championship game. And it should be free throws here. That's team foul 7. Rivers into the game. Dumas to the bench.
3 quick fouls by Devin, so he comes in.
Free throw is good, and I purposely held my tongue. Now, Laz, he was 0 for 3 on the season. What would have happened there if I said he struggled and then he makes it? I mean, would I have been in trouble there, too?
He would have missed it if you'd have mentioned it, see? But you didn't say anything, and he makes his first one. I'm proud of you, Ari. That was good.
Appreciate that.
That was good.
It's only taken me through almost the whole first half. Sims.
No 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 for 2. Eagles back on top by 1. Stay tuned for the State Farm halftime report with scores and highlights from a very exciting day in Big Ten Conference play. A lot of teams in action. Dave Rebs and Jim Jackson and Dan Dockich will break it down for you. Jeremiah Rivers to the free throw line. Pritchard with the offensive rebound. Watford spinning to his left, and he's fouled on the shot.
Watford's very quick on the inside. When he gets that ball and can spin and move to the basket, he is really tough to guard. Look at the pass by Rivers again, though. This is terrific. He's dribbling the ball, and without catching it, he feeds that ball to Watford. Watford, a nice spin move there, draws the foul. 2 good plays.
And Rivers has been terrific, 7 assists. Watford gets the free throw. Watford leads the team in free throw attempts, made free throws, and free throw percentage. 80% for the freshman from the free throw line.
That's terrific. And a Big Ten freshman, he leads in rebounding, free throw percentage, and block shots. So he has really come on strong for this Indiana team.
Freshman from Birmingham, Alabama. 3 fouls from Chaston. They've got 2 guys on the bench with 3 fouls, and this is a team that only wants to play 7 guys. Content to take some time off the shot clock. Glasker gets it to Sapara. Joshua Worthy's jumper is short. Thought about the 3.
Still playing time on the shot clock. That's a good decision.
Bowles picks up the dribble. Needs some help. Smart play. Watford foul on the shot attempt, but Bowles great court awareness.
That's a difficult pass. Not necessarily the pass itself, but the catch. See, there's not much room. Look how ready, though, Christian Watford is. He got his hands up. He didn't know that pass was coming, but in case it was, he wasn't going to catch it on the nose. And he got those hands up there, caught that pass. That's an excellent job on being ready to catch the ball. Great camera angle here. Watch this now. See, he doesn't know where he's coming, but his hands are right there in case that pass is coming. Great example for you youngsters out there. Always have your hands up and ready, because just the time it takes to take them from your hips up to catch the ball is enough to allow that ball to go off your hands and out of bounds.
Watford 5 for 5 from the free throw line. He's got 11 points. Leads the Hoosiers in scoring so far. The 3 from Sims is way off, and Pritchard up high for the rebound. Outlet to Creek.
Indiana can wait for 1 shot, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. It's about 2 seconds different on the shot clock.
Indiana with a 3-point lead, trying to add to it before they head to the locker room. Eagles just 2-8 on the season. They've played good basketball here in the first half.
Now Indiana can come away with a nice play here. Rivers threw it away. I said scoring a basket here just to end this half to put them up by 5 would be an advantage, but now they get a chance, North Carolina Central does, to tie it or just go down 1. Clock doesn't start until the ball's touched. Good play by Glasker.
Glasker in trouble. That's swatted. Chance here for Holes from half court. No.
They shot well, 56%, but they're behind. I think it's the defense that he wants to see picked up. And you got to get Maurice Creek some more shots. He's 4 or 5 from the field. He has 9 points. He just hasn't got enough shots. So they got to find a way to get Creek more involved in the offense. Watford having a great game. He's got 11 points.
Creek out top on cue. The 3 is good. Laz, you been around basketball a little bit.
All right, how about that, huh?
Yeah.
It's like we had a pipeline to the locker room, huh?
I like it.
Maurice Creek got that first shot to go. Good start for Indiana.
Now he's got a dozen. So comfortable shooting from long distance, Maurice Creek.
Rebounds, the other thing. Indiana's got to hit the glass because they've given up 5 offensive rebounds to the Eagles.
Interesting. Second half here, Jordan Holes and Tom Pritchard getting a chance to start the second half. Elston and Jones start the second half on the bench, and Granger with the left hand basket is good.
Nice move on the inside by Granger. You can't let the big players get the ball near that block. It's too tough to defend them once they do.
Granger, a sophomore from Richmond, Virginia, another transfer. That jumper is short. Put back is good. Jordan Holes, second smallest guy on the court, gets the offensive rebound and the putback.
Yeah, he moves quick, he thinks quick, and that's how he got that rebound. It was on the floor, he grabbed it and went right up with it.
Chaston with it. Gives to Sims. Sims guarded by Rivers. And Wilkerson, great defense from Rivers. The strip. And Rivers a little out of control. He's done a lot of things well, but still having issues with turnovers. Wilkerson's triple, count it. C.J. Wilkerson's got 15.
Quick shot off one pass on the fast break, but Wilkerson's the guy they want to do that. That's why he's their leading scorer. Oh, how about that pass by Jeremiah Rivers? There's just not a lot of room to get those bounce passes through there. He was able to do it now in injury. Wilkerson comes up. Watch this pass now, right at the legs. I mean, that ball nearly hit the foot of Nick Chaston, but is able to get through there, and a good shot for Indiana.
Creek doesn't want the 3 this time. Showing some patience. Watford from the free throw line, in and out.
That's where Indiana has to go on that zone defense. Get the ball in the middle.
Wilkerson, that's blocked by Rivers. And then Holes. The Hoosiers coming the other way.
3 on 2.
Creek with the left hand. A great transition from defense to offense.
Very quickly, a great play. You wait till the defense commits, then take the ball the other way.
Jumper no good. Holes with another rebound. Pritchard kept his eyes open, gets the easy 2. And the crowd back into it here at Assembly Hall.
Tom Crean knew something putting Jordan Holes in this lineup. He's played a terrific 3 minutes of basketball.
He's got the Hoosiers fired up. The lead has been extended to 7 points. They've been getting it done on the little Christmas cheer here at Assembly Hall as the Hoosiers lead by 7. Just about 3 minutes gone in the second half. And Laz, let's focus on the improvement through the first 9 games for Indiana this year.
There you see the 08-09 stats, 64 points a game. On the right, it's the 2009-10 year. That's this year. So Indiana's scoring better. They're shooting their 3-point shots better. They have fewer turnovers, almost 5, and their opponent's field goal percentage is down. All great stats. You can see why this team's off to a better start than last year.
Going to be a very interesting year for the Hoosiers in the Big Ten. I think when they're at home, they're going to have a chance to beat a lot of teams in the conference. It's a tough place to play. Sims, jumper, no. Offensive foul. Chaston, that's foul number 4.
Watford went after that very strong, and that's the reason for the foul.
Sapara will quickly check into the game. Chaston to the bench with 4 fouls.
Great job by Jordan Holtz. 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 points here in this second half. And he's been the spark to get Indiana up to 7 points.
Had a brilliant high school career right here in Bloomington. Mr. Basketball 2009 for the state of Indiana. He's got the ball right now looking inside. And Rivers momentarily lost it. Still 12 on the shot clock. And Rivers determined to create something, and it's a turnover. Starting this January, go behind the scenes with all 11 men's basketball programs and get access like never before for one of the most competitive seasons ever on the journey. Big Ten Basketball 2010 beginning January 10th at 9 p.m. Eastern, only on the Big Ten Network. And Granger, that's blocked. Jump ball, possession. Stay on this end of the floor.
Great play by Creek. Granger goes at 6'8". And watch the 6'5" Creek, got good position. Tried to catch all ball, and a jump ball is called right on top. Good play by Maurice Creek.
Wilkerson, good pump fake, drew the contact, and 2 free throws coming up. Now, you've been following Big Ten basketball since you were a player. You were in Bobby Knight's first recruiting class, and then you've been covering it since you got done playing. This may be, do you think, one of the most competitive seasons? Because there seems to be great talent and great parity in the conference.
There really is. And the advantage goes to those schools that have juniors and seniors. If you have players that have been 3 and 4 years in your program, Michigan State has the most this year. And no surprise they're one of the top teams in the league, or will be, because they've got that experience. And then the teams like Iowa and Indiana with just 1 player each with more than 2 years experience on your team, they seem to struggle more, because that's what it takes in this league is a building process where guys come in and maybe their first 2 years they don't get to play a lot, and then their junior and senior year, that's when they get to shine. Wisconsin is really good. Bo Ryan really good at bringing guys along, and then it looks like they're the exact same team every year.
And Bo Ryan is able to convince guys to redshirt. You don't find a lot of talented kids coming out of high school willing to sit out a year, but Bo's been able to do it up in Madison. A little more than 4 minutes gone by in the second half. Indiana leads 47-40.
Well, Indiana's done it with their fast break offense in this second half. They've got that 7-point lead because they're taking the ball, either rebounds or steals, getting it down the floor quickly and shooting layups.
We talked about Creek needed more shots this half. Tough shot there from Wilkerson. And Creek had 9 in the first half. He's already got 16 now in the game. Indiana has focused on getting him the basketball. Dumas does not want the 3. Holmes likes it from long range. That was an NBA 3 from Jordan Holmes.
All right, Tom Crean had mentioned to Jordan Holmes, you got to shoot more. When you're open, you got to take that shot. And he's concentrated the last 3 games to try to take more shots, just like that.
Holmes has been outstanding here in the second half. And that guy Jordan Holmes been dynamic in the second half last night.
He's a right-handed player, but look how well he uses that left hand. That pass right there, and the very next time down the floor, he gets it to Pritchard and makes it easy for Pritchard to catch that ball. Then he's ready to shoot on that 3-point shot. 5 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and he's 1 of 2 from 3-point land. So Jordan Holmes having a great start in this second half.
A great decision by Tom Crean to insert him into the starting lineup to start of the second half.
Sometimes coaches just get that feeling, and it's worked so far for Jordan Holmes.
Granger working on Pritchard. That's way off. Dumas with the rebound. Dumas didn't get many minutes in the first half. He had foul trouble. Pritchard, tough shot, no good. Elston, and he's fouled on the putback. Elston came out of a small town, and he was one of the guys I think people didn't wondered how he would acclimate himself to playing at the Division I level. How do you think he's done so far?
It's not the top class in Indiana where the most students are in the schools. It was a small town and just north of Indianapolis. But I'll tell you, this kid plays hard. He's got great energy. He's big and strong. Look at the shoulders and arms that he has. And he has really been a great addition to this Indiana team. If you can play basketball, it doesn't matter what school you went to. And he's good proof of that.
Elston 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Glasker picks up his dribble, finds Wilkerson. Wilkerson. Elston fell back, and Wilkerson cannot hit the three. Creek, why not? He's got 19 points.
Nice job by Jordan Hulls there. He took one extra dribble into the lane, and that brought the defense closer to him, and that left Creek open for the shot. If he'd have made that pass one dribble sooner, Creek would not be able to get that shot away.
Creek, 10 of his 19 have come in the first 6 minutes of the second half. Lead all the way up to 13 points. The Eagles need something. Glasker hangs in the air, no foul. Shot clock at 2, Sims is 3, no. Creek with the rebound. Dangerous play, Creek. That's a heat check right there, and he delivers.
I'm telling you, that guy is on fire. Maurice Creek did not have long at all for that shot. And it went down.
Fans are loving it here at Assembly Hall. They're up out of their seats. Creek has a game-high 22 points. Wilkerson has been the only consistent threat for the Eagles. And Granger, I'm going to say jump ball. That'll be possession, Indiana. They're going to talk it over, and there will be a foul.
Good officiating there. One referee saw the jump ball, which was the hand on the ball at the same time by two players, and the other referee saw the foul that enabled Pritchard to get his hand there. Let's see if we can pick it up here on the replay. Here's the action, and there's Pritchard. See, called a bump right there instead of the jump.
Granger gets the first one, shooting 57% on the season as Jeremiah Rivers and Verdell Jones check back in, and Jordan Hulls get a nice round of applause from the Hoosier fans, and deservedly so. Pritchard will also take a seat. One more free throw for TJ Granger. One for two, and Elston tips it to himself. 11-1 run for the Hoosiers. Jones wants to get on the act. Glasker, 2-on-1. Waits for the trail guy, and the basket is good from Wilkerson.
Wilkerson avoided the charge there too. Jeremiah Rivers was trying to take.
And then Creek quickly to the other end. He's got 24 points. Keep in mind, Maurice Creek had 31 against Kentucky. He'll be in danger of putting that in his rearview mirror. Already with 24 and still 12 minutes to go. Sims cannot convert. Elston doesn't knock the three. Creek, how about another? Short.
He knew a short went right in after it. Indiana comes away with it.
There's 35 on the clock. Dumas finds Creek.
Indiana's got the luxury to run clock now. They've built that 15-point lead, so they're not as pressed as they were in the first half.
Dumas, and he connects from downtown. Devin Dumas, his 10th three of the season. And North Carolina Central
net.
Three-point shooting has really come alive in the second half for the Hoosiers. There you see 5 of 8 this half.
So that's 4 that they've, this half, 5 out of 8. They only made 1 in the first half. So that's a 12-point advantage just from the three-point line. In this second half, they lead it by 18 now.
Whatever Coach Tom Crean said at the half has certainly worked very effectively.
Some coaches have that, and it's like a different team coming out in this second half. And the 2 changes in the lineup, too. Jordy Hulls in there to start that second half. Now it's, and Devin Dumas has come on, and he's still in the ball game now.
Glasker, little teardrop. Doesn't get it to go. 11:07 to go in the second half. 76, what an incredible team. And number 54, Kent Benson, an All-American. Went on to be the #1 pick in the draft the following year. Well, Kent Benson has added an All-American to the family. Making history, Ashley Benson, first ever volleyball All-American player from IU. She made the 3rd team. I'm sure an incredibly proud family as Ashley Benson becomes an All-American.
She grew up right here in Bloomington, 6'3". Didn't get quite as big as her dad, but that's awfully big for a volleyball player. Congratulations to Ashley on a great honor.
Yeah, that is good stuff. Well, IU now leading comfortably by 18 points. They only led by 3 points at halftime.
Well, they've held their defense. You can see the poor shooting that North Carolina Central's had in the second half and the hot shooting that Indiana's had, which allows, as I mentioned, this luxury of holding the ball. Shot clock was down to 3, so Jeremiah had to take that shot. Want to get a better shot than that, but do want to use a lot of shot clock.
Rivers does not shoot it very often from three-point land. Just 0 for 2 now on the season, and Wilkerson is fouled. So glad that everyone is with us. Coming to you from Assembly Hall in Bloomington, Indiana. North Carolina Central taking on the Indiana Hoosiers, one of the great venues in all of college basketball. Ari Wolf here with Laz, and Laz has spent some time here at Assembly Hall, and truly the first 9.5 minutes of the second half, Indiana playing some terrific basketball.
Almost like different teams. North Carolina Central having trouble scoring and have not been able to stop the Hoosiers' offensive output.
Worthy missed the putback. And Jones creates contact, and it'll be an offensive foul.
Tried to do a little too much there individually, had the ball down, dribbled it down that baseline, then got caught in kind of a no man's land. What am I going to do? Now he gets in the air, and there's the foul. That's a good call. That's a good set by Granger.
Now have 10 minutes to play here in the second half. Central's got to find a way to get some points and some momentum. That is a difficult shot, but it is good. Nick Chaston.
Pritchard did all he could right there. Chaston just made a good shot.
Pritchard on the inside. Basket and the foul.
Boy, Pritchard did a nice job there. He might have got a little help from that breakaway rim, too. Watch this now. Good pass by Jeremiah, and then a little bounce pass. Watch this. But the rim comes down, actually pulled it down with his hand. And then when the rim bounced back up, enabled the ball to slip right through there.
And on the play, Chaston, I believe, fouls out of the basketball game. He did not get many minutes. A lot of foul problems today for the sophomore from Raleigh, North Carolina. That's why we have a stoppage in the action.
Unofficial stoppage. You get 1 minute to make that substitution. So both teams, coaches call their teams over to talk a little bit. And there's this horn for the minute. So now the unofficial timeout ends. The player checks back in. That'll be Sapera for the Eagles.
More great basketball coming up Monday night as the Hawkeyes host South Carolina State in men's hoops. Coverage starts at 8:30 Eastern in HD, only on the Big Ten Network. Not much rest time for Iowa in action today against Drake. Saw it right here on the Big Ten Network. Indiana will go back to work on Tuesday when they take on Loyola University of Maryland. Pritchard misses on the free throw, but Maurice Creek with the rebound. Good ball movement. Creek's three. What a night for Maurice Creek. He's got 27 points.
Well, he didn't take that shot right away when he got the offensive rebound. He moved the ball around, knew it'd come right back around to him, and he was ready for the shot.
The lead is 21 points, the largest of the night. Glasker's 3-0, Holes with the rebound. That's a turnover.
Let's watch Creek now. He gets the offensive rebound. Here comes the shot. Now the ball comes back around to where he's waiting where he first made that pass, and that's a terrific job by the Indiana team to move that ball to one side of the court to the other. That's the best way to beat a zone, is to reverse the ball and then come back.
Wilkerson tried to bounce it in the corner to Worthy. It's knocked out of bounds. It was deflected. 8:52 to go second half. Second half has been dominated by Indiana. North Carolina Central will stay right in state as their next game is against Ball State up in Muncie. Wilkerson from 17, that's way off. And long rebound goes out of bounds. It'll go over to the Hoosiers. Now, Coach Mooten, when we talked to him today, he knew that he was going up against quite a challenge. It's all about his team getting better. A lot of learning points today as Creek, that was another heat check. And he'll get an easy two. Nice look from Pritchard. 29 points now for Maurice Creek.
Great cut to the basket right there. He didn't give up just because he missed a shot. He just made a dive cut right to the basket. Got the ball.
There we go again. Creek 2 away from matching the 31-point effort. Last one against Kentucky, but this time it's Verdell Jones basket and the foul.
There's the good spin move by Verdell, and then he hung that extra half second, which drew the foul. And then just got over the front of the rim, got a nice roll and the free throw.
Indiana scored 36 points in the first half in 20 minutes of play. They've scored 36 points in the second half in just 12 minutes of play.
You know, that's why coaches scratch their head a lot. Say, this is the same guys, same court, same day. How can it be so much easier in the second half than it was the first half? It is. Yep. Indiana's playing great.
I'm sure one of the things that'll be talked about at Coach Green's press conference is the decision to put Jordan Holes in the starting lineup to start the second half. He was just terrific in getting the momentum established for IU here in the second half. Town better than anybody.
It is a great town. You're exactly right, Ari. Great to be in Bloomington.
Having grown up in Big Ten country, you get to appreciate every campus has its own charms. And certainly lots of things to love about Bloomington. Turnover there, in and out of the hands of Watford. Less than 7.5 minutes to go. I'm not sure why we had a whistle. I think something fell onto the floor. And the official noticed it. Watford goes to the bench. Capo Bianco into the game. Freshman from Loveland, Ohio. Played a few minutes in the first half as well. High screen from Worthy. Glasker inside, demands, and he gets the two. They had a lot of success running their half-court stuff in the first half. Creek. That would have been for a new career high. Pritchard is fouled by Sims.
Pritchard's a good position. Usually when that shot comes from one side line to the basket, the rebound comes to the other sideline. And Pritchard was in good position. That ball grazed off the rim, and he got it.
Pritchard has been very active in his minutes tonight. See 8 points. A couple of subs here for the Hoosiers. Dumas and Rivers back in the game. Creek and Jones to the bench. Not sure if we'll see Maurice Creek anymore tonight. He might not have a chance to eclipse the 31 points last week against Kentucky. And Pritchard struggled that trip to the free throw line. Holes, nice job defending Glasker. And Pritchard comes out. And Mans. Boy, the whole basket was shaking there as the shot went up. Well, let's have a little Big Ten feel, but outside the Big Ten, Laz. 2 undefeated head coaches so far this season. Steve Alford leads New Mexico. They're 11-0, and Pat Knight at Texas Tech 9-0. Though both teams in action tonight and in some tough games.
And they will play next week against each other in Albuquerque.
Steve Alford very quietly doing a great job at New Mexico. Mountain West Coach of the Year last year. Had the brilliant career here at Indiana, All-American in 1987. That's a tough place to play. Down in Albuquerque. At the pit. Lead is 23 points, and Rivers is bumped by Joshua Worthy. Worthy, the nephew of one of the great players, not only in college basketball history, but at the pro level as well, James Worthy. Had the great career at North Carolina, and then part of Showtime with the Los Angeles Lakers. You see him right there, Joshua Worthy. Holds the 3. But Bianco cannot get the putback, and holds another rebound. And the fans love it.
He was fighting for that one.
Shot no good. This place would have went nuts. Holds another rebound. The pass. Basket's good. Jordan Holes put together a highlight video just from the second half. He's been brilliant.
He's earned some more playing time, that's for sure.
Zapara misses the 3. Wilkerson. He has been ice cold in the second half. Bianco misses the reverse. How about Holes has got 7 rebounds and 8 assists?
Well, he's checking in the lineup at 6 foot 172, not a rebounding machine by any means.
No.
But that's just going after it. You know, at that size, you got to be in position and be scrapping for it.
Dumas misses the 3. A little more than 5 minutes to go in this game. And Wilkerson determined. He is fouled and will go to the free throw line.
All right, let's watch Jordan Holes at the other end. Here's a shot. It's going to go up. He's out by the free throw line, but comes in, times his jump well, and is able to get up over Sapara at 6'6". And he comes right back, and instead of taking the shot, dumps the ball down to Capobianco and gets an assist. He has really made a big difference for Indiana in this second half. This could be a real turning point game for him. He's played well, but not this well so far in a consistent half. And once a player convinces himself that he's good enough to play in a Big Ten team, and then that confidence goes from game to game. And it's going to get a nice hand as he leaves the game right now.
Well-deserved round of applause. And the other thing it does is, you know, Coach Green talked about the players and playing for each other, and now his teammates can look and say, you know, I can depend on Jordan. He's going to make some plays.
Coach Green did talk about that. You know, these guys were all stars in high school. Every one of them the best player on their team. And now you come here and it's a star of stars, and some of the luster's got to go for some of those stars, and that can be tough on players because it's how well you play as a team, not how well you play as an individual.
Daniel Moore in the game for the first time. Wears number 11, sophomore from Carmel, Indiana. And Bawa Maniru in the game as well, number 15. He comes to set the screen.
Glasker didn't have a chance with Bawa on that screen.
That's not fair.
Good trap, they didn't reach, and a good smart play by Chaston. Actually, it was Granger to knock that ball off an Indiana player. There's Jordy Holes on the Indiana bench. We'll be pleased about this ball game.
Glasker to Granger. And a foul. Well, it's been a tough night for Granger. He's been trying to battle underneath against guys who are longer than him and more athletic.
And a lot of them. You know, Granger's,
yes.
This is not a tall Eagle team, and he's their biggest guy, and Indiana keeps bringing 2 and 3 and 4 guys on him that are fresh, and he's battling out there.
That free throw way off.
So it didn't hit the rim, so it'll be out of bounds to Indiana.
4:28 to go. Indiana leads 75-51. They led 36-33 at halftime. The Eagles played inspired basketball in the first 20 minutes. Popabianco, the three, no. Dumas. The guards are doing a great job of crashing the boards here in the second half.
Excellent job. Dumas in there. He's 6'2", but he got a running start. High for that rebound.
Dumas to the free throw line. Last year, Dumas averaged almost 13 points per game. With all the talent that's come in, different guys picking up the scoring. Jeremiah Rivers to the bench. Verdell Jones comes back in. And Dumas goes 1 for 2. Glasker wants the screen, gets it, spins in traffic, tried to get it to Granger. And it'll be a turnover. Well, Coach Moon trying to get this program ready to join the MEAC conference starting in July of next year. It's much easier on the people putting the schedule together. They'll no longer be an independent team, and they'll be a part of a conference. Is Jones, nice jumper.
He is very good one-on-one. He gets into the lane, he can spin and get that jump shot. You saw him drive toward the baseline, just go up quickly and get that shot away.
And his game has improved nicely from his freshman year.
He was more the point guard, and that's not his true position. Now with Jeremiah, he's become the off guard and has excelled.
Worthy hits a deep 2. His foot was on the line. 5 rebounds as well. He continues to do a nice job rebounding the basketball. Coach Crean has gone deeper into his bench. Corey Barnett, right in front of us, wearing number 0, is checked into the game. Daniel Moore will bring it up. He gets bumped by Worthy. 1 to go. Indiana going to improve to 5-5 on the season. A couple more games here at home before the conference schedule begins. They'll be favored their next 2 games. And then the conference schedule will begin. And everybody I know is very anxious to see these Big Ten schools going head-to-head. Free throw is good from Daniel Moore. Two for 2.
It's quiet. You know, it's loud when Indiana's on a fast break. When Indiana players at the foul line, it's very quiet in here.
These fans know their basketball.
Etiquette, right?
Yes,
Etiquette.
excellent etiquette. 3, no good. All Indiana sports fans know their etiquette. You watch a Colts game and Peyton Manning's doing all that stuff at the line of scrimmage. When they're on offense, place is totally quiet at home. They know Peyton's doing his thing. Smart sports fans here in this state.
That's Verdell. No need to do this. You need to run shot clock. Good position by Granger, and Verdell run right into him. There's run time on that clock. Indiana with the 2 7-footers in there. Maniru and Job are in there together.
Job at 7 feet tall. Maniru at 6'11". The 3 from Sims is good. Sims has got 11 points. Just able to beat the traffic. And a bounce pass is knocked out of bounds. Barnett looking to be unselfish.
He was open, probably should have taken that shot because the defense really didn't come out to guard him.
Jones will go to the bench. His night is done. Very nice job, Verdell Jones. Jones, not a lot of points, 7 points, but he did contribute 4 rebounds and 3 assists. More than enough offense tonight for the Hoosiers. Coming averaging 73 points per game. They've already got 80. Stephen Gamble's going to get called for the offensive foul. The United States Marine Corps salutes Maurice Creek, tonight's leader of the game. 29 points, including 5 of 10 from three-point land.
Well, the key was he got more shots in that second half. He'd only had 5 shots in the first half, made 4 of them, but he got a bunch more in that second half. What a big difference it made.
Sims. Job with the rebound. Finkelmeyer handling the point guard right now. Gambles to Barnett. Barnett wants the 3. Too strong. Sims with the rebound for the Eagles. Worthy's jumper is good. Nice pass that time from Glasker, who's continued to play very hard. You cannot fault the effort from their point guard, Michael Glasker.
He's so quick. You know, he just plays quicker and gets to the positions he needs to much faster. Here he is again, heading that fast break.
Sims is 3, that's way off. Finkelmeyer with the rebound. Now just a minute to go. Again, stick around. The guys at Chicago will get you up to date on a busy day in Big Ten Conference play. And the excitement of the conference season is coming around the corner. And an air ball there from Gambles.
Well, this is their chance. These guys work very hard in practice. Now it's their chance to get a couple points here in the ball game.
Wilkerson's 3. Nope. Ranger. And that is blocked. Maniru. Indiana will improve to 5-5 on the season. The Eagles will go to 2-9. Maniru is going to go to the free throw line. 9.7 less. Big Ten basketball post game coming up right after the game. Join Dave Rebs and Rick Pizzo, Jim Jackson, and Dan Dockage for a full recap of the entire conference. Big Ten basketball post game right after us, right here on the Big Ten Network. Maniru, that was just his 5th free throw attempt of the season. He's 1 for 5. Raphael McDaniel comes into the game. Junior from Hampton, Virginia, as Worthy goes to the bench. Well, the Eagles gave the Hoosiers a test, and if you're Tom Crean at this time of year, don't want any gimmies, want a chance to see your kids challenged, and the Hoosiers were challenged tonight. Efren Ellison will come in. The freshmen for IU combined for 55 points tonight. 55 of the 81.